From the study that we've done, I think there are three key findings where we feel those findings have potentially an impact upon the way that support with ICT might work with young people who are NEET. And those three are timeliness, they're to do with the forms of support, creative, practical and social involvement, and they're to do with decision making.
This year, Vector has decided to change the way we present and share the results of our commissioned research. To engage our key partners outside the world of Vector, we're holding a series of seminars looking at the key themes we feel have current and significant importance.
Investing in brilliant bits of kit, is fantastic because young people get access to it. They get to learn, in reality what the kind of equipment they might use in other work settings is. That's all brilliant, but it needs to also come with revenue funding. It needs to be supported, by trained professional staff and people who can actually engage the young people.
The NEET population may include students on a gap year, but the majority are not, and in fact, not being in education, employment or training can have a significant impact on their life chances generally. So it's upon us to find out how much we can do and how far we can help them. It's hard to believe that there's any single ICT solution that could help to reduce the numbers of young people having to cope with such demanding disadvantages right at the start of their working life. And we'd be being somewhat disingenuous to suggest that we really expected to find such a solution. But we must, by 2010, try to reduce the population of NEETs by 2%. And so perhaps ICT could contribute something useful to some of the strategies that are going to be put in place to help us achieve this.
Research suggests that NEETs themselves are the best people to market successful initiatives that can support and engage this sector. And at Hybrid Arts, we can see a very good example of such a strategy.
We're a voluntary sector social enterprise organisation and we try to create a simulated work environment. We're all practising artists. We use practising artists as trainers. We work closely with statutory services and there are programmes, integration programmes for supporting NEETs. What we do is get them onto that kind of escalator of progression so that they suddenly realise they can go forward, they can have the confidence to aspire to a certain job or they can aspire to a certain college course and we can support them through that process.
I was kicked out of school and I was just basically writing away in front of the TV and one of my friends said, well look, we go to this thing called Hybrid Arts and there's a studio there. You want to go down and record some of your stuff? So I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. And I just haven't really left since.
They can come from a massive range of diverse backgrounds and they can come from very, very supportive backgrounds and very, very wealthy backgrounds and they can come from extreme poverty.
It's just a music technology software where you can put your samples in and all sorts of sampling and plug a keyboard into it and you can make your own riffs and drum loops and things like that. So this is one of the pieces I've been working on recently. So this is where all my instrument, all the volumes are and all my effects I can put on the top.
If you come here and you want to learn and you want to do something creative, then you're going to love it. But if you're being forced to come here and you don't want to come here, then you're probably not going to like it. It's like anything that you do, you get your head down, you get on with it and you will end up enjoying it.
The creative technology is the conduit really to the kids wanting to come in and wanting to progress. And then the arts and the creativity is their reason for being here. Because
you're in such a confined place and you're all creating and you're all learning, you've all got that common ground, so everybody just gets on really well.
When I first started here, it was only 1 day a week and I just started coming down as many days as I could. I just loved what you were showing here and what you could use. We started on Reason, which is what you chose to be when they first start because it's a bit easier to comprehend the kind of stuff, and then gone to Logic for your recording as well if we're going to record vocals or drums and stuff like that. 2 young men and a third who joined them who were part of a really notorious gang and they came self-referred to us. They got qualifications and they were going to call themselves the young agents of Hybrid Arts and they were going to make products and become peer mentors, and in fact now they're a great advocate of how young people can turn themselves around.
Because we're peer mentors and we do music, we have a lot of young musicians coming up who are talking about shooting each other and stuff. And so we turn around to them and say, oh, so next time can you bring your gun in, sort of thing.
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
Let's meet up after class and you can show me your gun.
Yeah, what gat have you got, kind of thing.
You know,
like, yeah,
and it's like,
that.
well, I haven't got one. It's like, well, don't say you have one, because people will call you up on
You
that.
ever stabbed anyone? I used to say that to kids a lot. It's like, so have you stabbed someone? We're like, no. And I said, so why are you saying it in your song as if it's something natural? It's like, yeah. So it's just a lyric. Well, yeah, but they mean something.
Waking up in the evening and I'm heaving, cause I just woke up and there's something I'm needing. And I know my mum's in her bedroom reading. I'm running to the bathroom cause my nose is bleeding.
We were commissioned to make 2 music videos, one about drugs and one about teenage pregnancy and just safe sex in general. So we made the 2 music videos and like everybody just really loved it. Like everybody was just really into it and buying it, and there's not a lot, but not in this area anyway, of young people helping other young people. So there's really just a big market for it, and we were just trying to hit a cornerstone there, because you get a good sense of self-achievement and accomplishment when you realise that you are helping your own community.
We do have a kind of 97% success rate of retaining young people, and that then they complete courses and then progress on to usually further education or higher education.
I was in a lot of trouble when I first came here at Hybrid, and I'm not going to say that Hybrid made me mature, made me grow, but it gave me a reason to.
And you don't know what will happen yet, and you don't understand that your life is set, and I ain't gonna go away, I ain't gonna settle, I ain't gonna go and let you go mental. Look at you, and you think it's romantic.
At Hybrid Arts, the staff are able to engage young people in a media-rich world of creativity, understanding that no one person with NEET status is the same as another is a key to facing the huge challenges around using ICT to support this population.
Now, we're not here to assess the whys and wherefores of NEET status or the political and philosophical reasons that underpin their existence. Rather, we want to find some ICT-based solutions that can help the information flow to support them, help to deliver courses that can reskill them, and also find ICT mechanisms that could help to convey success stories, which, if told in a compelling way, are really going to help to raise aspirations and reduce the number of NEETs by 2% by the year 2010.
ICT for these young people has to be used in conjunction with people who care for them, people that they know care for them, people that they can tell anything to and they know it's not going to go any further. So the ICT is important to those relationships.
By commissioning research and holding seminars like this, Vector is supporting the hard work of all professionals who want better opportunities for learners.